Since 1994, folks have trusted Neptune Radiator and Auto Repair with their automotive needs. From tires to tune-ups, we do everything except glass and bodywork. We're a complete auto care center. We service all makes and models. Let us be your one-stop shop. With over 40 years combined experience, we have ASE Master Mechanics. Call 620-231-5890 and ask for Jeff or Michelle. Neptune Auto Repair, 602 West 4th Street, Pittsburgh.
Hi, everybody. Tom Van Hoy with this edition of the Pitt State Football Showcase, brought to you by Neptune Auto Service. Joe Uzzel is a sixth-year player for Pitt State, defensive end, good one, 6'4", 233 senior, out of Catoosa, Oklahoma, a redshirt in 2008, first action in 2010, 12 games, 2 starts. 2011, the national championship year, played all 14 games with 1 start. Last year, 10 games, 10 starts, and started all 9 games so far this year for PSU. A veteran along the defensive front for the Gorillas. Hasn't happened often, but nice to get a shutout last Saturday against Northwestern Oklahoma State.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was an awesome game. Everybody got to play. It was a good team defense effort. It felt really good because it was reinforced by the guys that have been working hard all year, but just waiting for their shot, and they went out and showed what they could do. It was really good.
When you go into every game, Pitt State defensively, are there certain goals you want to achieve? That's really one of the couple times that we've talked about, like a specific thing. If there's a really good receiver or quarterback or running back, we'll say we want to hold him to 50 yards or 4 catches or something like that. I don't think that's happened in a while. Was it nice to be back home after 3 weeks on the road?
Oh yeah. That was a really good feeling being back in the Pit. Not having to travel, getting to see all your fans again. It's great.
You came through a 4-game stretch there with Abilene Christian and Central, Northwest, and Missouri Western. How did you think you came out of those 4 games? Of
course, we'd have liked to have beat Northwest. Done a little bit better against them, but overall, we got better as a team. We stayed healthy. We still got some postseason hopes, which is great. It was a good deal, I think. Beating Abilene at home was a really good feeling. Then moving up to D1. We'd definitely like to have beaten Northwest there at Arrowhead, but going to Western and beating them like we did was a really good feeling too, though.
How different was it this year in your preparation for Western after you'd lost to Northwest this year than the year before when it kind of got out of hand at home?
Well, of course, we come off of another loss at this is almost the exact same thing last year, losing to Arrowhead in a really disappointing game in the second half with how the defense played. It was just, we knew that we couldn't have the same letdown, and that was what we talked about all week, was that this wasn't going to be the game that was going to break the season. It wasn't going to be the same letdown. We were going to put in the amount of work and the focus, and we knew that losing was not an option, and it wasn't going to happen.
Tom Van Hoy, Joe Uzzel, the Pitt State Football Showcase, brought to you by Neptune Auto Service. Do you feel like this is a Pitt State team that if you get into the playoffs, you can make a run this year?
Oh, I definitely feel like that, especially with the way that week by week we've been working out the kinks, getting better, getting our team chemistry up, playing better, feeling good about each other at the spots that we're at, really taking this team to the place that it can, the level it can play at.
Do you feel like overall this year that you've played pretty well collectively defensively?
I do think that. I think that we've had a few pretty impressive stands. Just like I said, the same team chemistry. The maturity on the defense, I think, is a lot better than what it was last year. As far as some of the leaders no longer being sophomores and juniors, they're juniors and seniors now. So I think that's a really big part of it. And I definitely like the way we're playing on defense.
So they slide you inside at all, or are you principally a defensive end?
No, I get to play down there. It's fun. I like going down there and seeing what I can do. It's a good change of pace, and I think it's a change of pace for the offense too, and it kind of throws them off a little bit.
Do you think? Is your quickness a key? Because there are much bigger guys that normally play inside. Has that helped you down there?
Yeah, it definitely plays into my hands a little bit more than being out on the edge and then expecting a little bit more quickness from other lighter defensive ends. But that's a big part. When I go down there, I don't have a whole lot of different things to do, so I just kind of focus on, coming off the ball as hard as I can.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what is expected of that position that you play at Pitt State?
Mostly is to get a good rush up the middle on the quarterback. Because whenever I'm down inside, we're thinking that the offense is going to be trying to pass. So it's not letting the quarterback step up, so our guys coming off the edge can get to him a little bit faster. So
you've been around a little bit, huh? Since when? Since 2008?
Yeah. It's been quite a while.
How does that work out from a timing standpoint in terms of spring ball and some other things, so that you can have that opportunity to play in this your sixth year?
Of course, last spring would have technically been my 10th semester. Okay. And so what we did, I went part-time in school, and basically just went to work and worked all week. I was in 9 hours, took my classes, and then as soon as that semester, I didn't have any affiliation with the football team, no practice, no spring ball workouts or anything. And whenever that semester was over, just get back to the regular summer stuff. And so this will be my 10th semester.
Well, when you look back at it, how much do you think you've changed since you were on campus there to begin things at Pitt State?
Well, just it's a tremendous change from freshman to senior. It's almost funny looking back to the way that I used to think about things and practice and games preparation, lifting and stuff. And it's a pretty big change. I definitely wish I would have known some things then that I know now. But I'm also thankful that I had the opportunity to go through the program and gain that insight, learn some things about life, and become a little bit more mature of a person, and really understand why we do the things we do, so that it's important enough now to actually do it.
Do you feel a sense of leadership for the young guys in that regard?
Yeah, for sure. When they get here, obviously you are the older guy, you're the senior, so. When that's the case, the leadership role happens a little bit more naturally because they kind of reinforce it with how they act towards you.
So are you and the team aware of the polls and what you need to do in the last couple of ball games to make sure you have an opportunity to get in the playoffs?
Yeah, I am. It's not just winning, but winning convincingly, I think, is going to be the big key for these last two games, to at least make sure we get a good spot in the playoffs.
Year ago, I had the tough ball game against Northwestern at home, and then you came back this year and won impressively, 34-14 up there. Year ago against Lindenwood, they had a lot of big plays and beat you at Kearney Smith Stadium. You guys looking forward to that rematch coming up on Saturday?
Well, for sure. It's going to be really nice to get back on the field with them and right some wrongs. They're getting better as the year goes on. They're still very talented. They've got a good crew, and it'll be nice to get back out there and hook it up with them.
That's Pitt State senior defensive end Joe Uzzel. 28 tackles on the year, 6 on PSU, 5 tackle for loss, 2 quarterback sacks. A stabilizing force up front on the Pitt State defense. Gorillas on the road Saturday afternoon in St. Charles, Missouri, continuing MIAA play against Lindenwood. 2:37 kick on MIAA TV. Then finish regular season play at home November 16 with Missouri Southern coming in. Before, hopefully, the playoffs begin, Pitt State 6th again this week in Super Region 3. Top 6 make the playoffs at the end of the year. The strongest of 4 regions in the country this season. Of the top 6 teams in Super Region 3 this week, 5 are in the top 6 in the Division II coaches poll as well. Pitt State 6th in both polls this week. That's your Pitt State football showcase for this week, brought to you by Neptune Auto Service. I'm Tom Van Hoy.